Your body, your consciousness, your physical vessel is running off electrics and magnetic code. If you start thinking poisonous thoughts, if you start thinking angry thoughts and jealous thoughts and fearful thoughts, boom, 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 it's like having a virus running through the computer program. You gotta be ultra precise. You gotta be sharp as a razor, man. So how do you manifest rapidly? Is manifesting in the third dimension holding you back? Is manifesting in the fourth dimension holding you back? What are the dangers of being in the fifth dimension and attempting manifestation? What do you need to be aware of when you are operating from 5D consciousness? Now, we all want to manifest. People are always trying to manifest this and manifest that. People are talking about manifesting their dream reality. And why would you not want to? Because you came to planet Earth to experience everything human. You came here to have a great time. You came here to live a life full of joy, a life full of magic, a life full of divine blessings that rain down in your space, in your environment 24/7, 365. You also came to Earth to be upgraded. You came to Earth to go through multiple challenges. You came to Earth to find your way back to your heart. There are so many ways of perceiving this reality that we're playing the game of life in, and none of them are right and none of them are wrong. But ultimately, we came to Earth. It's a school, it's a training ground. We came here to find our way back home. But during that process of finding our way back home, actually have a little bit of fun during the process. And one of those things that we get to do as beings that have a level of consciousness, we have thoughts and emotions. And the thought form is the fourth dimension. In that fourth dimensional space, which is like a space bridge between 3D and 5D, where multiple things take place. Number one, it's where the realm of thought is, and it's through that realm of thought that we can manifest in 3D. And the sort of lower vibrational elements of 5D. When you move further up into 5D and 6D, everything you think, it just appears. You're talking about rapid, instantaneous manifestation. And if you look at the level of consciousness that's flowing through your life at the moment, if you're doing the work, things are manifesting rapidly. Sometimes there's no time lag at all. Now, when you're in 3D, there is a time lag. Now, that can be a good thing, because if you're thinking loads of shitty thoughts, they're not, all of that stuff's just not instantly manifesting in your reality. When you're in 5D, 6D, if you start thinking negatively, if you start thinking poisonous thoughts, if you start thinking angry thoughts and jealous thoughts and fearful thoughts, boom, 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 that stuff's just rapidly falling into your space and just appearing all around you. And that is not an easy thing to deal with. When you're in 3D, you've got that time lag. It acts as a bit of a buffer, so you get a bit of leeway. As you move into the fourth dimension, things start to speed up slightly. The thoughts triggering the emotions are speeding things up, and you're starting to manifest a bit quicker. But when you start to move into 5D and 6D, everything's rapid, everything's now. There really is no time lag. And so you don't have that safety net, you don't have that buffer. And so you as a human being, you gotta be ultra precise. You gotta be sharp as a razor, man. You've got to be thinking and feeling and taking action in the present moment, knowing exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're feeling, exactly what you're thinking. You can't be on autopilot anymore. You can't have those 80 to 90,000 thoughts subconsciously playing out, running those programs in the background. I mean, first of all, you're not going to be able to move through those dimensional doorways if you are in that frequency of having all of those repetitive thoughts. You're not quite there yet. But there is a crossover period when you're kind of stripping down the belief systems and you are dissolving all of those thought programs as you're moving from 3D to 4D to 5D. Discovering how to manifest rapidly in 5D is very simple. You've got to be here in your heart. You've got to be ultra present. You've got to empty the biological computer, your brain, the biological computer, your body. You've got to empty the electrical charge and the magnetic charge. You've got to become an empty, zero-pointed vessel. And then when your mind is empty and your body is empty from the electrical and the magnetic charge, then what you can do is decide what you want to create. And you place thoughts, electrical energy, onto the canvas of your mind, and you charge it with the magnetics of the body, the emotion, and boom, it's just there. Easy peasy. When you're in that 3D, 4D space, the electrical charge and the magnetic code is just intertwined, running 24/7, 365. Sometimes people are thinking negative things, sometimes people are trying to manifest their dream life, and everything is battling against each other. And people wonder why they go forwards and backwards, or round in loops. And they never actually really manifest their dream reality. It's because they're caught like hamsters in a hamster wheel. They're in one space and another space. It's like putting your foot on the brake and the accelerator at the same time. The car's gonna blow up. The drive chain's gonna get smashed. It's gonna break down, it's gonna burn up. Your body, your consciousness, your physical vessel is running off electrics and magnetic code. And if you're pushing and pulling at the same time, you're going to create too much stress. The biological computer is going to get confused, the body and brain. I mean, this body and brain is amazing. It's so powerful, and we can use it to create anything. But you've got to know how to operate it. When you're in that 3D, 4D space, a lot of the time it's like having a virus running through your computer program. On one level, you're trying to manifest and operate on a higher frequency band, but you've got 2 feet, or maybe 1 foot and a hand, whatever it is, locked into that lower frequency band. So there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of chaos. And unless you're present and you're zero-pointed, you're never going to be able to make that move from 3D to 5D, through that 4th dimensional time bridge, so you can start being a rapid manifester. When we leave our body and we travel, people think that coming out of your body, bringing your frequency, your code, your soul, your energetic template out from your physical body and moving through the dimensional layers, that there's no thoughts, you're just going to be frequency floating around. Actually, when you leave your body and you move into those higher frequency bands, or you leave your body and you play around in the same dimensional space, the thoughts are a lot clearer. There's still density when you leave your body. Your thoughts themselves have a density. If you go all the way back to the fall of consciousness, when there were 12 Christed planets that all carried the original prime creator God intelligence code. When consciousness was falling and they put Metatron's cube in place to stop the fall. Okay, which was a beautiful thing at the time, but we all got caught up in Metatron's cube, which is a whole other story. But it served a very valid purpose. But then we got caught in this cubed architecture. And we got stuck in a very specific template. When you leave your body and you go traveling, this architecture and this template becomes very clear. But you realize the construct in the template is the construct in a template. And there is density within that construct. And we can actually leave that construct. But you're never going to be able to get out of that construct whilst you are vibrating at a certain frequency. And you're never going to be able to get out of it by moving through those 90-degree rotations. You're just going to move from one piece of the cube to another piece of the cube, from one dimension to another, but still stuck in that Metatronic cubed architecture. The only way out is through the spiral. The only way out is by activating your multidimensional merkabah. The only way out is by pulling the 13 spheres of Metatron's cube into the 0 point, getting the right spin on your merkabah field, and then you can exit that dimensional matrix back to the God worlds. And that's just a process. It's not even a hard process. It's just a process that you need to be aware of. Just like manifesting. Unless you're aware of the process, that you need to move beyond the 4th dimensional construct into 5D and 6D to get that rapid manifestation template flowing, then you're going to get stuck in 3D, 4D. And it's only a matter of choice. It's not complicated. By you simply choosing to access those frequency bands, as long as there is nothing else going on behind the scenes in your subconscious mind, playing out in a 3D, 4D template, keeping you stuck then you're just going to shift. But if you're trying to shift there by making the choice, but still running some old programming, there's going to be confusion. Now, you're a powerful being. I'm no different from you. We are both here on this planet as aspects of the same source code. If I can utilize these frequencies and these pieces of codex, so can you. I didn't used to believe in any of this stuff. I used to think that all of this stuff was for crazy people. I used to be a criminal. I used to smuggle drugs. I used to smuggle different commodities. I didn't used to believe in infinite intelligence, God, the universe, any of this stuff, energy. I thought it was for crazy people. But I've done a 180. And now we have star magic. We're out in the world. And we've trained thousands of people in over 60 countries now to heal with the star magic frequency, which comes from source intelligence. Now, if we can help people get up from wheelchairs that have been told by the doctors they'll be dead in 8 weeks, if we can help people dissolve their in their brains where people have been given 4, 5, 6 weeks to live, if we can help trigeminal neuralgia disappear, diverticulitis, if are disappearing from people's bellies, from their ovaries, from their kidneys, literally in minutes, hours, days, you've got to ask yourself, why are we so good at what we do? The reason is we've discovered the code. Okay, I've been shown this code, and now I'm sharing this code with you and other people. Now you can either think that this is crazy stuff, or you can lock into the code. The code is inside of you. It's inside all of us. It's inside our hearts. There is a multi-dimensional merkabah field in your heart that gives you access to the God worlds. And if you're prepared to take a deep dive into the labyrinth of your own inner workings and re-engineer your own mathematical template, you too are going to step into your full superhuman potential and be a walking, talking magic wands that can weave and cast spells that just produce love, passion, enthusiasm, magic, healing. You can manifest at the drop of a hat. The magic's in your spinal column. Through your spinal column, you can plug into the power of 13. Those 13 transmission centers that control the ebb and flow of magnetics and electrical energy from the stars to the earth and vice versa. The power of 13, which plugs you into the 13 constellations and your 13 body parts for healing. The 13 that plugs you into the 12 points on your multidimensional merkabah field. And once spinning, plugs you into the 13th gateway, your heart. The power of 13 is the magical code, but you're not going to find it or access it by listening to me. You're not going to find it or access it unless you take a deep dive into your own heart and you discover this for yourself. And I don't expect you to believe a word that I'm saying. You're going to have to discover this stuff for yourself, but you will, because the code is in all of us. We are the sacred codex in human form. We are manifestations of source, walking, talking geometrical patterns. And you're amazing. So am I. We all are. We're sisters and brothers on this magical planet, and we're here to reflect back to each other, to mirror back to each other, to wake each other up, and have a beautiful life playing this human game. And remember, beautiful soul, they don't just let anyone onto this planet. You got to be a badass Jedi Knight to get down here, because they know when you come to Earth, it's a fucked up place, and the density confuses even the best. Even those archangels, even those Elohim, even those high frequency dragon gods and goddesses, they get confused in this dense realm. It's not easy. They only let the best of the best in. So give yourself a massive pat on the shoulder. Give yourself the respect, the love, and the credit that you deserve. Step up and play this human game. And let's create heaven on earth. Beautiful soul. Remember, wherever you are on planet Earth, go out and love your sisters and your brothers fiercely and ferociously. Hug them tightly and never be the first to let go. And remember to check out our website, starmagichealing.org. We got some of the best ascension tools on planet Earth. Hundreds of mystery school teachings. Hundreds of meditations, light language transmissions, cosmic yoga videos, high frequency nutrition. A Telegram group so you can connect with beautiful souls just like you on the same vibration, on the same human mission. Unification is the key, man. Let's stop being separate. Let's get together. Let's unite. Join us. You get access to all of those tools right now for 7 days, completely free. So go and check it out, and I'll see you there on the inside. Remember, be powerful, speak your truth, live your truth, and don't give a flying you know what. Enjoy this human game. Have a bit of fun whilst you're playing it. Don't take it too seriously. I'll see you soon, beautiful soul. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out.